Sir, we got the answer from the humans to our demand of surrender. Finally, what does it say? Only one sentence. Please Google Battle of Verdun, Battle of Thermopylae, Battle of Osowiec, and Siege of Bastogne before trying to insult us. Nuts! Yes, sir. Armada General Flegs tried to scroll around on the data tab, but only the one word glowed in the message field. That is one of the human food groups, yes? Yes, sir. Although the linguists think it might actually be a dated term referring to someone being mentally unsound. Flegs scowled, his reptilian lips pulling back to reveal rows of interlocking teeth. We have bested them 17 times, pushing them here. They lost the city, the canyon, their freight junction. They have tasted nothing but the cold carcass of defeat. I offer them a chance to quit, a chance to come to the bank and feed, as it were, and this is how they respond. Flegs's powerful tail slapped his desk chair, sending it careening into the side of his command tent. Marching outside, the Armada General was met with the harsh glare of the setting star. This world was a hot one, and Flegs enjoyed the feeling of the solar rays on his scales. His feet sunk pleasantly into the sand beneath him, and if he closed his eyes, he could almost trick himself into thinking he was back home. Flegs took a deep breath to center himself before turning his gaze towards the distant human-held hill. From this distance, it was so small, it looked like he could balance it on his snout. He snorted in amusement, before remembering all of the losses they had taken getting to this point. The victories had been costly, and Flegs's congregation had fought tooth and tail to push the humans here. Flegs bellowed, calling for his Basque leaders. They bellowed in return, with their subordinates following suit. Soon, the entire countryside surrounding the hill echoed with the chorus of 1,000,000 troops. One by one, each of his Basque leaders reported, crouched on the ground in front of him. The humans have rejected our offer of peace. Instead of sharing in our feast, they decided to nip at our sides with petty wordplay. They have chosen to die on their hill. There will be no reinforcement, for I have been assured by the Armada Admiral that the humans' closest void float is 7 days out. Orders have been issued to your data tabs. Now go and squash this thorn in our side so we may continue our journey. The Basque leaders bellowed, and once again the countryside reverberated with the deep chorus of Flegs's troops. Armored boots stamped the ground as infantry marched into position, singing their songs along the way. A great armored salamander roared by, the tracks slinging mud into the sky as the armored Basques made their way to the front of the congregation. As the sun set and the countryside once more echoed with the sounds of cannon and rifles, Flegs looked at his watch. Tilting his head so his top-mounted eyes could see the gold human watch on his wrist, he noted the time. 7 days. He grumbled, crossing his arms behind his back as he returned his gaze to the distant fiery hill. Nuts!